The first way you can film yourself is simply grabbing a phone, an iPad, or a tablet and just filming yourself on the side of the pool. Now, if you don't have someone else to film you, you can just put your phone right on the side, maybe on a tripod or a stool, just so you can get the side profile. So I have Nick in the water, and he's actually gonna go 15 meters, and I'm just gonna walk with him and film him from the side. Ready? Go. Nice job.
Thanks.
Pro tip, if you film in slow motion, you can see it that much better. You see how your arm is straight?
Yeah.
You should enter the water a little bit earlier.
Okay.
So you see this is like you're about a 45-degree angle, your fingertips. That's when you slide in.
Okay.
And then you should be underwater at that point, because right now you're entering with a straight arm. So instead of entering with your thumb, you gotta enter with your ring finger first.
Okay.
So both hands you enter with your ring finger, you slide in, but you should enter at that 45-degree angle, and then you reach full extension underneath the surface of the water. Watching yourself swim over the water is great, but it's even better when you do it underneath the water, because most of the stroke is under the water, especially your pull. So the next version of filming yourself is grabbing an action camera, and ideally if you have something like a GoPro, you can actually stick it into something where you can angle it, and if your pool has a step or the ladder, that makes it so much easier to be able to get the shot that you want. Now, a lot of these action cameras, you can film in different frame rates. So this camera can film at 240 frames a second. You don't really need that, as long as you get maybe 60 frames a second, or even just normal speed, that's gonna be enough. Now, the first position we're gonna put the camera is a straight on shot. This is really gonna show us if we're crossing over and what our pull pattern looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the camera to Nick. I'm gonna hit the record button. It's already recording. He's ready to go. He's still crossing over. I think he'll really see this underwater. Look at that catch. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That one, you see how that one,
yeah.
Because you're breathing, it's the balance.
Okay.
So that arm, you didn't, do you see how the difference in pulling this, like this one, the arm is just like falling, and now you caught the water. Do you see how right now, like you didn't really pull,
bottom, yeah.
and now you cut the water. We've made some progress from the front-facing view. The next level is actually looking at it from the side. Now, when you film from the side, you can really get an idea of how much water is being pulled, because you can see what the early vertical forearm looks like, and you really only get this underwater from the side. If you don't have a ladder, you can put the camera on the bottom of the pool, and if you have something like this, you can actually angle the camera upwards, maybe at like a 45-degree angle, just so you can make sure you get the shot. So the streamline, this is good. Do you see the right angle you're making with your knees and feet?
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell you're trying really hard to get the kick.
I am, yeah.
But if you just think about the amount of resistance your feet have relative to the propulsion, so you want to think not bending your knees as much.
All in the ankles, not in the knees?
Hips, no, it's all in the hips. Because you see how your hips aren't moving, your knees are doing the work.
Okay.
It should be your hips.
Got it, okay.
And that way it'll look like this rather than this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all in the hips. Yeah, that was much better. How'd it feel?
Weird, different, okay.
It felt different.
Good,
that was pretty good. You get a chip. You get a reward.
All right, here we go.
Reward yourself after your next swim workout with some masa chips. They come in 2 flavors and are made from organic corn, naturally seed oil free, grass-fed tallow, and real Redmond sea salt. Good. Get yourself some masa chips and use my discount at the link in the description. I think one drill that's gonna really help you is breathing on your non-dominant side. So this is called bilateral breathing, and I think it's gonna really balance out your stroke, because one side, you're entering like this, and the other side, you're entering with a straight arm. So I'm gonna film you in slow motion with the iPad. We'll have you go 25, breathing every 3 strokes. There it is, there's a non-dominant breath. Okay, let's watch it. Hey, that was good, that was good, okay.
I'm still way straight on my
Yeah,
left
but that
arm
was
now.
your breathing on your non-dominant side, right?
Yeah.
That was good. Your right arm is significantly better. The next evolution of filming yourself is using a pole, so that way you can have someone follow you while you're swimming, so you can see the swimmer in motion. So if you're a coach or if you're a swimmer yourself, try and get someone to hold the camera on a pole like this, and we're gonna get the side view. So I'm gonna have Nick go every 3 strokes breathing, so we can really reinforce this skill. I want to make sure we get Nick fully in frame, so we actually had him go out to the second lane. It's really going to give us the full view of the stroke, all the way from the catch through the feet. Nice work, nice work.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you see how your hand, this hand, as you're breathing, you're using it as basically balance, so you don't catch water until here, at the end of the breath. That's why when you breathe every 3, it kind of like balances out the stroke. So you have less rhythm, but it balances the stroke, because basically this hand is just holding out balance while you breathe, versus this one, it's a stronger pull. You can see the difference there? You can really see how your arm is falling. You want to really hold that extension, and then that's where you're entering with your thumb first. But I will say your body position, just like the way your line is, this is a lot better than what I remember a year ago. You used to be like legs dragging, sinking like a rock. There's still room to improve. So when you breathe, you need to hold this arm. So like you're breathing, this arm needs to stay there. Right now your arm is here when you're breathing. It needs to hold, and then you catch. Like you're done with the breath as you catch. So you can see the whole body right here in motion. You can see that arm dropping. So what we're gonna have you do is we're gonna have you go back in the water, and I want you to really focus on from here where your hand is to here. When you breathe, I want you to focus on holding this arm out, being patient, and you're just gonna float, and then you're gonna take your stroke. So I want you to really just hold that and then take the stroke. You're gonna breathe every 3, really focusing on that. We'll have you do just 25 meters and we'll give that a shot. Technique is one of the most important parts of swimming faster. And if you film yourself, you can see the progress that you're making over time. But that only works if you film yourself multiple times on a regular basis. So it's so important that you not only do this once, but you do it multiple times. So here we're back at the pool with Nick in the water. He's gonna work on breathing. He's gonna work on all the things we talked about in his analysis. Let's give it a shot, 25 meters. Ready, go. There we go. Yeah. Nice work. Woo, making progress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you know what, we're not done yet. I'm gonna have you go off the block, 25 meters, perfect stroke technique. Let's see what we got. Here we go, 25, step up. This is a 25, perfect technique, put it all together. Take your mark, hop. Woo! If you want analysis and stroke refinement just like this, make sure you check out our swim camps. It'll be linked in the description. We work with swimmers all over the world of different skill levels, training with resistance, with technique, everything. It's amazing in paradise. I hope to see you there. Happy swimming.